We know the new so-called not-so-supreme leader is wounded and likely disfigured. He put out a statement yesterday, a weak one, actually, but there was no voice and there was no video. It was a written statement. He called for unity. Apparently killing tens of thousands of protesters is his kind of unity. Iran has plenty of cameras and plenty of voice recorders. Why a written statement? I think you know why. His father, dead. He's scared, he's injured, he's on the run, and he lacks legitimacy. It's a mess for them. Who's in charge? Iran may not even know.
انتقامی که در نظر داریم.
I assure everyone that we will not forego revenge for the blood of your martyrs. The revenge we have in mind is not only related to the martyrdom of the great leader of the revolution, but every member of the nation who is martyred by the enemy is itself an independent subject for a revenge file. Of course, a limited amount of this revenge has materialized so far, but until it is fully achieved, this file will be above the rest, and we will be particularly sensitive to the blood of our children and infants. The crime committed deliberately by the enemy regarding the Shajara Taiba Minab school and some similar cases has a special status in this investigation. Decombatant brothers, the people demand to continue effective and regretful defense. It is also certain that the leverage of blocking the Strait of Hormuz should still be used. Studies have been conducted regarding opening other fronts where the enemy has little experience and will be severely vulnerable, and their activation will occur if the wartime situation persists and, therefore, the interests are observed. We have land and water neighbors with 15 countries and have always been and are willing to have warm and constructive relations with all of them. However, the enemy has gradually established bases, military and financial, in some of these countries over the years to secure its dominance over the region. In the recent attack, some military bases were used, and naturally, as we had warned, and without any violation of those countries, we only attacked those bases. From now on, we will inevitably have to continue this action, although we still believe in the necessity of friendship between ourselves and our neighbors. These countries, hosting U.S. bases, must determine their stance regarding those who have transgressed against our dear homeland and the killers of all our people. I recommend they close those bases as soon as possible, because they surely must have realized by now that the claim of establishing security and peace by the United States has been nothing more than a lie. This will allow them to forge stronger ties with their own nations, which are generally dissatisfied with aligning with the front of disbelief and its demeaning behavior, and it will add to their wealth and power. I repeat, the Islamic Republic system is fully prepared for unity and a warm and sincere mutual relationship with all its neighbors without seeking to spread dominance and colonialism in the region.
25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.